here with another one. Ryan Garcia is the topic of the boxing town because my goodness, man. So if you guys don't know, his fight against Devin Haney on April 20th, he did test positive twice, the day before April 19th and the day of the fight, for a substance called strain. If you guys do not know, if you're not familiar with it, boxers like American, American and a UFC fighter Sean O'Malley both tested positive and did get banned for it, even though it wasn't any type of crazy amount. So now we're sitting here with Ryan Garcia. He has requested B samples, and while Hasim being a professional boxer, he could probably, I'm like, give us, give people like me who really not in that pro boxing scene, what is like the process of testing positive or testing negative or whatever the case may be to getting the B sample to finding out.
So when you get tested, you just you're gonna pee in a cup, and then they're gonna take that cup and then pour your pee in another cup. They're gonna seal both cups in front of you and have you sign off. The first cup you peed in is gonna be the A sample. The second cup is gonna be the B sample. The reason why they do that is because they've had cases of cross contamination. They've had cases of whatever fraudulent things that may have happened to people's drug tests when they get sent in the urine samples. So they take two and they handle them separately, so that way they're not cross contaminated. They're not dealt with. So we have one here, and then we have the same sample, the same urine right here, and it eliminates a lot of the what if factor. So what if this was contaminated? Now we can't go back and rewind back to April 20th and get him to pee again. He's already done. So by having a B sample, it's like, okay, we have one. Now if the fighter is like, no, that was contaminated, okay, we have another sample that has been completely away from this sample, handled separately. So we'll test the B sample too. Now, if you pop dirty in the first one, you have the right to go ahead and request that your second one get tested as well. So that's what Ryan is doing right now. We get the results May 22nd. But to me, Ryan's he's a cheat. He cheated. He cheated all the way around the board. He missed weight on purpose. He had banned substances in his system. It's just, and I don't feel. I see a lot of people saying, "Oh, I feel bad for Devin." I don't feel bad for Devin. Devin learned a great and valuable lesson, and Devin said it first. Allah is the best of planners. So that was his plan for him to learn them lessons, to be dealing with people who don't take the sport seriously, like Ryan demonstrated in the build up and in this fight. Um, he came he came in overweight on purpose. He didn't even try to make a cut to get to the weight. On top of that, he was using banned substances. This is not something that can be in a drink you buy at the store, and
Right.
then you go and test positive for it. It's not in a vitamin that you can take legally. It's not in any type of supplement that you can take legally. This is something that's banned. This is like cocaine or heroin, or what I'm saying, something that's completely illegal. It's illegal. You can't buy this in a store. You can't have this substance in anything that sells legal in America. You have to get this from a doctor or on the black market. You cannot obtain this in any other manner. So there's no other explanation logically other than Ryan cheated.
Yeah. That's kind of why I'm at with it too. And double back on a Devin point. Yes, Devin lost. He the 1000% lost. Ryan did a good job, landing that foot consistently. But it's not the diminish Ryan Garcia's performance when we say he took steroids. Yes, Devin got caught with the left hook, but it doesn't matter because he cheated. You get what I mean? Like all that the post fight antics and what happened in the fight and all this and Ryan
You
caught
may
him.
not be diminishing his performance, but I'm diminishing his performance for sure. That is completely like it's it's almost like I don't even want them to change it to a no contest. I'd rather see them change it to a disqualification win for Devin because that's what he deserves. Because he went in there and he fought his heart out like a true champion, and he fought not only against a fighter that didn't make the weight, he fought against uh, a fighter that was on performance enhancement drugs. Now it's just everything about him just screams guilty. He's just making these claims like, "Oh, steroids don't do this, steroids don't do that, steroids don't do this." Nobody's saying or claiming that you took a needle and stuck it in your ass and
Right.
and you got stronger overnight. Nobody's saying that. That's not. But that's what he wants the casual fan base to hear. That's what he wants them to hear, so that he's painting a picture that that's what he's being accused of. It's not what you're being accused of. You're being accused of using a banned substance.
Hmm.
Nobody said that you used steroids, or nobody's saying that you were on juice or steroids. You were on a performance enhancing drug, which means that this drug enhanced your performance. You are not on the even playing field with Devin Haney. Devin Haney passed all his tests. His test didn't come back uh, positive for anything that was banned. Yours did. And there's no way that this substance can get inside your body. As a fighter, you have to be extremely aware and extremely careful, especially when you're on that level of on the world championship level. It's irresponsible of him, and it's neglectful of him to his body. It's neglectful of him to his sport, and most importantly, it's neglectful of him to the safety of his opponent. Now, if it was the other way around, oh man, the social media would be having a frenzy, but it's not. So the cards land where they may. But like I said earlier, Allah is the best of planners, and we're gonna see what happened with the B sample results on May 22nd.
Yeah, and it's just weird to me because it, like you said, if the roles was reversed, we would. I'm extremely surprised people are like defending like somebody that popped. I've never like seen that before in any of the two sports, MMA or boxing, where somebody pops and they they get defended. Even John Jones is literally one of the most popular fighters. When he popped for cocaine and motherfuckers was on his ass. I've never seen this before. To where people are making up conspiracy theories or they planted this on Ryan because he spoke out about Trump and he did all this. I'm like, oh no, we can't be doing this. And then Ryan himself, he gonna double down and say he smoked weed. If y'all don't know, weed is banned in New York in competition. Marijuana is banned.
And he's
So he
saying
can't.
he's sitting here saying I was high during the fight. So you're admitting that you cheated. If marijuana or cannabis or any type of cannabinoid is banned, is not allowed, and you're admitting to the public in public that you use it and that you used it and that you were high when you fought him, you cheated. You now some people may say, "Oh well, if he was high, then that would have been to his disadvantage." Excuse me. Some people may say that if he was high, that would have been to his disadvantage. We don't know that. What if being high slowed the pace down for him, or kept his heart rate at a lower rate, or than it would have if he wasn't high, or allowed the I forget the exact name of it, but there's a cushion in your brain that THC and CBD builds. So when you smoke it, it protects you. A lot of football players smoke weed because of this that suffer from CTE, but it protects your brain from rattling inside your head. What if that played an effect? That's why it's banned. It's banned for a reason. You can't use it. And I mean, now, if the fight was in Vegas, well, it'd be a whole different story because marijuana is legal in competition in Las Vegas. So it wouldn't have been a problem. But the fight wasn't in Las Vegas. The fight was under the New York State Athletic Commission rules and regulations, and he admitted to cheating. So either way, I think it's it's an unfair situation for Devin Haney all around the board because what the world saw was him take a loss, and he took it like a man. But then for Ryan to turn around and pop dirty, and before the fight even happened, you came in over the agreed weight limit, over the championship weight limit when you had a world championship opportunity. That's just a real bad look for Ryan. I mean, in my eyes as a boxer, I feel like he knew he couldn't beat Devin on an even playing field, so he really tried to stack the cards as much as he could.
Yeah, it's
And
cooked. I do.
by him being on his last leg, like because if he loses to Devin, or if he gets knocked out by Devin, it's over. You just lost. Got dropped by Luke Campbell. Then you come in, you quit against Tank, and then you come and lose to Devin. It's where you gonna
Right.
go from there. So he used every trick in his book, everything he could to make sure he did not lose that fight, and he still. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna do my own breakdown. I really think he still lost. I think he still lost the fight. Despite the
Yeah.
knockdowns. I think Devin should have won 112, 111, or 113, 112. I think I had at my final scorecard watching the fight back and judging every round the way it's supposed to be judged, judging the fight round by round. I think Devin should have came out on top of that fight by 1 point.
Yeah, I thought at worst it should have been a draw. Yeah, this is the and motherfuckers before they say it bias, Nick Haney he beat the shit out of my favorite fighter, dog. He beat the shit out of Rivas. So if anybody will want to see him lose, it will be me. And even I am telling you, I thought at worst it was a draw. Haney won that fight by at least two.
I mean,
And
Ryan
my
run around talking
even with
about,
the knockouts.
I beat you up so bad, I was beating you, da da da. I came out there every round, and da, da, da. Ryan, you didn't win every round. You lost every round that you did knock him out in. Not. I'm
Yeah,
sorry. Let me re-say that. Ryan, you didn't beat him every round. You lost every round that you didn't knock him down in. You lost that round. There was not one round where you didn't score a knockdown that you won. I'm pretty sure. Maybe the round after he first dropped Devin. I think it was the seventh or the eighth round. I think it was the
I
eighth
probably
round.
the eighth round he probably didn't win, but two
Maybe
through
that
six
one, but other
he
than that,
lost.
there was
Yeah,
no
he
other
lost.
round. There was no other
Yeah,
round that he dominated or that he won. Clearly, it was, and then on top of that, one of the rounds the first time he dropped Devin, it wasn't even a 10-8 round. It was a 9-8 round because you lost the point.
mm,
So that knockdown, that extra point you got for the knockdown, it was negated because you lost the point in that round. So that round don't even count as a knockdown round. That's still a 1 point round.
yeah, yeah. So like Rock said, bruh, May 22nd, we more than likely gonna be right back here, seeing if it can. In my opinion, it's gonna come back positive, and he's going to.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna face a penalty. It don't. I keep seeing people say, "Oh, it was a fourth of a billionth, it don't matter. He is going to
Yeah,
get
you can't
banged
have none of it.
regardless.
You can't
You
have
can't
none
have
of
nothing
it.
in your system.
Nothing. You got to be on the even playing field. I don't care if how minute the amount. You have to be on the even playing field when you boxing. It's just it, that's the sport. It's not a game. It's a sport. It's a life. It's a life. Devin's life was on the line in there,
Yeah,
and he had a
yeah,
banned substance. Even if it only made him feel better for 1 second of the fight or half a second of the fight, you had an advantage over somebody who came in and fought clean.
yeah, yeah. So we gonna see, man. Y'all let us know down below in the comment section which y'all I am very curious because I've been seeing some crazy takes over social media. So I'm curious. Y'all let us know again down below in the description as always. Our socials, our links. Go follow us. Catch y'all next time. It's been Hasim and Jay. Counterpunch. We out, man.